Have you ever noticed how some men walk through life like they're untouchable, immune to the chains others try to throw around them? Have you ever wondered why they stand firm while the world's pressures shatter everyone else? Why they seem to laugh in the face of control, manipulation, and chaos? These are the Sigma males, men who've cracked the code to absolute sovereignty over their own existence. Welcome to the Sigma male community, where we strip away the noise and uncover the raw, unfiltered truth about living life on your own terms. Today we're diving deep into why others can't control Sigma males. The traits, the mindset, the sheer unbreakable will that sets them apart. If you're ready to see what makes these lone wolves impervious to the world's games, buckle up. This isn't just a video, it's a wake-up call for every man who refuses to be tamed. 1. The Solitude Fortress. Solitude isn't a burden for the Sigma male, it's his weapon of choice. Picture it, a world screaming with demands, opinions, and distractions, yet he steps away into a fortress of silence where none of that garbage can touch him. This isn't about running, it's about dominating his own space. In this command center, manipulation dies without fuel, drama collapses without an audience, and influence fades into nothing. He's not avoiding life, he's mastering it, recharging his mind and soul while the herd scrambles in the chaos outside. His comfort in the quiet isn't weakness, it's a shield forged from steel, making him untouchable where it matters most. You can't control a man who thrives in a place you can't even find. This ties to the stoic truth that real power lies within. The Sigma male doesn't need the crowd's roar to feel alive. He finds strength in the stillness, where he sharpens his focus and purpose. While others drown in the need for approval, he's building resilience, piece by piece, in a sanctuary of his own making. The world's noise can't breach these walls because he's already at peace with himself. Controllers thrive on dependency, but he's cut that cord, standing alone and stronger for it. That's the Sigma edge. He's inaccessible not because he hides, but because he's already free. 2. The internal compass, strong sense of self. The Sigma male doesn't borrow his identity from the world. He carves it from the raw stone of his own soul. No trends, no applause, no external blueprints dictate who he is. He spent the time, brutal, honest time, digging into his core, knowing his values, his limits, his fire. That unshakable certainty is a battering ram against social pressure. Flattery? It's just hot air. Guilt? It evaporates on contact. Shame? He meets it with a stare that says, I define me, not you. He's not loud about it, he doesn't need to be. His life is the proof, a quiet roar of self-ownership that leaves controllers grasping at shadows. Stoicism runs through this like blood. Rational thinking and emotional control aren't just ideas, they're his way of being. He doesn't bend to the world's emotional storms because he's anchored in his own truth. Every decision, every step, comes from a compass he's calibrated himself, not some map handed to him by society. That's why he's untouchable. You can't sway a man who's already found his north. He's not reacting to the world, he's shaping it, one deliberate move at a time, and that self-mastery is a wall no one can climb. 3. The hierarchy dissolver. While the world scrambles over ladders of status, alpha this, beta that, the Sigma male stands off to the side, smirking at the circus. Those labels? They're shackles he never signed up for. He's not climbing, not bowing, not even playing, he's outside the game entirely. Status symbols are dust to him. Peer pressure is a whisper he doesn't hear. Threaten to exclude him? He'll thank you for the favor and walk back to his solitude. By refusing to engage, he rips the rulebook apart. Controllers need players to manipulate, but he's not on the board, they've got nothing to grip onto. This echoes the stoic wisdom of letting go of what you can't control. The Sigma male sees the hierarchy for what it is, a fragile illusion built on ego and desperation. He doesn't waste energy fighting it, he steps away focusing on what's real, his own path, his own growth. That detachment is his power. While others exhaust themselves chasing meaningless titles, he's free moving forward on his terms. You can't control a man who doesn't care about your game, and that's the Sigma's checkmate. 4. Resourcefulness, the art of self-rescue. When life throws a wall in his path, the Sigma male doesn't sit around waiting for a savior. He grabs a hammer and starts breaking through. Problems are puzzles, and he's got an engineer's mind, tearing them apart and building solutions from whatever's at hand. Stuck. That's just a challenge to outsmart. He's always learning, always adapting, turning every dead end into a new road. Dependency? That's a trap he'll never fall into. This relentless self-sufficiency isn't just survival. It's defiance, a middle finger to anyone who thinks they can box him in. Controllers bank on weakness. He turns it into strength. Stoicism shines here. Resilience isn't luck, it's a choice. The Sigma male faces adversity head-on, not with panic but with calm, calculated moves. Every obstacle is a chance to prove his grit, to sharpen his edge. He doesn't cry for help, he builds the ladder himself and climbs higher than before. That's why he's uncontrollable. He's already saved himself before they even get a chance to offer the rope. His resourcefulness is his freedom and he wields it like a blade. 5. The silence of self-approval. The Sigma male doesn't fish for validation in the swamp of opinions, he's got a wellspring of it inside him. He doesn't dance for claps, dress for stares, or twist his truth for likes. Praise? It's nice, but it's not his oxygen. Criticism? It's just noise he tunes out. This isn't arrogance, it's a quiet, ironclad belief in his own worth, built on standards no one else can touch. Manipulators throw flattery and guilt like bait, but he's not biting. His approval comes from within, a steady hum that drowns out the world's chatter. This is stoic self-mastery in action. Happiness doesn't hinge on what others think, but on living true to yourself. The Sigma male doesn't need the crowd's nod because he's already nodded to himself. That internal silence is his shield, unshaken by the storms of judgment. Controllers can't find a crack to slip through because there isn't one. He's whole, self-sustained, and that's why he's beyond their reach. His worth isn't up for debate, it's a fact he's already settled. 6. Fluidity over rigidity, adaptability. The Sigma male isn't some brittle monument waiting to crack. He's a river cutting through stone, shifting with the landscape. Plans fail? He redraws them. Systems collapse? He builds new ones. This isn't scrambling, it's a predator's grace, always moving, always adjusting. He doesn't cling to what's sinking. He lets go and finds the next foothold. Controllers want you locked in place, predictable, but he's a shadow they can't pin down. His strength is in the flow, the relentless adaptability that keeps him ahead of the game, always on his own terms. Stoicism teaches acceptance of what can't be changed, and the Sigma male lives it by bending without breaking. He doesn't fight the tide, he rides it, turning every shift into an advantage. That fluidity is his edge. While others panic, he's already pivoted, already winning. You can't control a man who's never stuck, who's always 3 steps into the next move. His adaptability isn't weakness, it's power, pure and untamed. 7. The independence imperative. Independence isn't a perk for the Sigma male, it's his heartbeat. He doesn't wait for orders, lean on crutches, or beg for direction. Every move comes from inside. He builds his life like a machine that runs on his own fuel, no external plugs needed. Collaboration? Sure, when it suits him, but he's never tethered. This isn't rebellion for show, it's a quiet, fierce refusal to let anyone else hold the reins. Controllers need a leash to pull, but he's cut every string. His freedom is non-negotiable and he guards it like a king. The Stoics knew autonomy was the root of peace, and the Sigma male proves it. He's not swayed by the crowd because he doesn't need them. He's his own compass, his own engine. That self-reliance is why he's untouchable. He's already the architect of his world and no one else gets a vote. Every choice is his, every step deliberate, and that independence is a wall no one can breach. He's not just free, he's sovereign. 8. The calm in the manipulation storm. When the world unleashes its emotional weapons, guilt trips, flattery traps, shame grenades, the Sigma male stands like a rock in a tempest, unmoved. He sees through the smoke and mirrors, spotting the tactics for what they are, cheap tricks. His calm isn't ignorance, it's a fortress of detachment, built from years of watching the game unfold. Others flail, react, beg for acceptance. He just watches, steady as stone. That stillness isn't weakness, it's a force that neuters every attack. Controllers can't handle a man who doesn't blink. Stoicism's core is emotional control, and the Sigma male embodies it. He doesn't let the world's chaos dictate his pulse, reason does. When they try to drag him into the storm, he steps back, grounded in his own peace. That calm is his power, it starves their leverage, leaving them empty-handed. You can't control a man who's already mastered himself, who meets your noise with silence and your fire with ice. 9. Selective engagement, absolute control. The Sigma male isn't a recluse, he's a tactician, choosing when to step into the fray and when to walk away. Socializing isn't a reflex, it's a calculated move. He engages on his terms with his timing and pulls back when the energy's not worth it. This isn't aloofness, it's command over his own presence. Controllers want you locked in, drained by their games, but he's a ghost, slipping through their fingers. He decides the battlefield, and that power keeps him untouchable. This reflects the Stoic focus on what's in your grasp. The Sigma male doesn't waste himself on pointless noise, he saves his strength for what matters. That selectivity is his armor. He's not avoiding life, he's curating it. No one can force him into their orbit because he's already orbiting his own star. You can't control a man who's always the one holding the switch. 10. The Time Sovereign. Time isn't a free-for-all for the Sigma male, it's his kingdom and he rules it with an iron grip. He doesn't let the world's buzz or petty demands steal a second of it. His days bend to his rhythm, work, rest, thought, all aligned with his own clock, not society's. This isn't selfishness, it's strategy, guarding his most precious resource against the leeches who'd bleed it dry. Controllers thrive on scattering your focus, but his mastery of time locks them out. He's in flow, unbreakable, and they can't touch that. Stoicism calls time the ultimate treasure, and the Sigma male treats it that way. He doesn't squander it on approval or trivia. He invests it in himself, his goals, his peace. That sovereignty is why he's untouchable. While others chase the clock, he owns it. You can't control a man who's already claimed every minute for himself, who turns time into a weapon of his own making. 11. The Uninterested Observer of Games. The Sigma male sees the social chess match, pawns moving, kings flexing, egos clashing, and he just walks past it. He's not incapable, he's uninterested. Power plays, status grabs, manipulation dances, they're all noise to a man who's checked out of the tournament. His eyes are on his own horizon, his own wins, not some scoreboard built by others. By refusing to play, he pulls the plug on their whole system. Controllers need opponents, he's not even in the ring. This is Stoic freedom at its peak. Ditch what doesn't matter. The Sigma male doesn't waste energy on petty battles. He's too busy building something real. That disinterest is his shield. You can't trap a man who's already left the maze. He's not running, he's rising, and that's why he's untouchable. The game's over before it starts when you're facing a man who never signed up. You've just cracked open the vault of the Sigma male's unbreakable spirit. The traits that make him a fortress against control, a titan of his own destiny. This isn't just talk, it's a call to rise, to own your life like the sovereign you were born to be. If this hit you where it counts, smash that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and share this with the men who need to hear it, because the world needs more Sigmas. If you're already subscribed, turn on those notifications so you never miss a strike from the Sigma male community. We're your compass for growth, independence, and stoic fire, here to fuel your journey every damn step. Reflect on this, live it, and let the world wonder why they can't cage you. Stay untamed, brothers. See you in the next one.